Hi guys, I am here with your next animal for your zoo that you are drawing. Today's is going to be a koala bear. So again, all you need is a piece of paper, something to draw with, probably a pencil would be best, and then something to add color to your koala afterwards. Okay? So I got my paper, and I'm going to use pencil first in case I need to erase. So for this one, we are going to want to turn our paper vertically so it's tall. That way we have room for the whole koala. And what we're going to do first, we didn't do this with the sloth, but it's helpful for this one. So we're going to fold this in half, two different ways. First, we're going to fold it in half the tall way, like this. And then we're going to fold this in half this way, like that. So you end up with a little rectangle. So when you open it up, you should be able to see a line going down the middle of your page and across the middle. This is going to divide our paper up so we know kind of where to put certain pieces of the koala. So just like I did with the sloth, I will draw on my paper and then I'll hold it up so you guys can see it. So we're going to start with the head. So right here in this top part, around this top fold line, we are going to draw a letter U. The bottom of the U will touch that middle fold line that runs across the middle of your page. So it goes in between this one and it touches that middle fold line. And now we're going to add ears onto each side. So those are letter C's, one backwards and one forwards. So there's the one that's backwards. Backwards letter C. And then on this side we're going to do the same, but it's going to be a forwards letter C. Like that. And then we need to connect those for the top of the head. And then what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make this one ear bigger because their ears are pretty big. There we go. I should have said that. So you want your C's pretty big. That looks better. Big C's, connect in the middle. Right here, to make them look furry, instead of having a straight line, we can have kind of a jagged line. And I'm going to do that around the ears too, to make it look like he's furry. So I'll draw it on here and then I can show you. Kind of looks just like you are drawing waves. And then I erased the straight line that was there. So I'm going to do the same thing. Out and in to make it look like he has fur and he's not perfectly smooth because koalas are not. They have fur. Out in, out. Let's see if you can get it. There we go. Out in. And it doesn't need to be perfect. Their fur is definitely not perfect. We just want to give the idea of texture. So you just go out and in. Okay, now we're going to finish up the face. So we want to draw a line, two more letter C's. That match the other ones just inside. Now we're going to do eyes. So if you look, what helps is we have this fold line going right down the middle of his face. So you can do a circle on each side of that line for the eyes. See, you can go right on each side of that line. And then I'm going to do a rainbow shape in each eye. Now we're going to do the nose down here a little bit. Their noses are really, really pretty big. So it's just an oval shape, and you can go right on that fold line but you want it to be pretty big. They have pretty big noses. And then for the mouth, you're just going to do one small line down underneath the nose, right there, and then a line across. Okay, now we can go down to the body. So we're going to start on this side of his body, and we're going to come down and curve back in towards this middle line. So start at the head, come down and curve in, almost like you were going to make a letter J, but you didn't quite finish it. Oops, mine kind of got off track. There we go. So you start at the head, curve down, and come in. Now we're going to go over to this side. And we're just going to do one small line down. And then we're going to work on his arm right here. So the arm, you can start pretty much on this fold line, and you're going to come out, curve around, and back in. So I'll do mine and then I'll show you. So you start the fold line, come out, curve around, and back in. Now I made mine a little lower, so I need to connect my, there we go. That line needs to come down and connect to it. Now underneath this line, or the arm, we need to do the leg. So you're going to start right on the fold line, and you're going to do a rainbow shape. You're going to come up and over. So start on the fold line and do a rainbow shape. Up and over. And then down here for his foot, we're going to start here where the rainbow ended, come out like we did for the paw, and curve around. But when you curve around, you're going to go all the way and touch that bottom line over here. So you're going to start here, come out, curve around, and go all the way back to there. Just like that. So you started here, curve out, come all the way back until there. And now we just need to draw a line from the bottom of his hand down to his leg to make it look like his belly. Just one small line. Now what we need to do so it doesn't look like our koala is just kind of floating out there in space is we need to give him something to hold on to. So we need to give him a tree branch to sit on. So for that you just do two lines, but you want to make sure that the lines, you want to make sure the lines are touching him. Like this. So it looks like he's holding on to it and not just kind of floating out there. So now the last thing I did was give him some claws. Not long ones, not super sharp ones, but he needs something to use to hold on to the tree. So on his hand and his foot, I just did tiny little triangles. I'll try and get that close. Tiny little triangles. And your koala's done. Here is one. Now you can color it in. Here's mine that I colored in. So again, just like I said yesterday, you can do a lot with crayons if that's what you're using. You can use markers or colored pencils too. Either one is fine. But if you're using crayons or colored pencils, if you press hard, you're going to get darker color. And then if you press light, you get a lighter color. Same thing here with the browns. I used one brown and I pressed hard and light to get a variety of shades, and that makes things look more realistic. So that's what I did on the koala too. And you could add other things to your pictures too. If you wanted to add more of the tree, you could do a smaller koala, maybe make like a baby koala somewhere on there. That's fine. Use your creativity. If you do a picture, post it or email it to me, and I will be sure to include it in our virtual art show. Plus, I'd love to see what you guys come up with and how your koalas look. Okay, have fun, be creative. I will see you guys tomorrow.